if this whole thing blew up and General Motors were not going to be around, there is money for warranty. So, but obviously this isn't going to happen.
Exactly.
So, so that was the first thing that General Motors did, and they did it with approval. It made us happy.
All right.
Because
It's
we were,
reassurance
you know,
for you.
oh, absolutely. You
Yeah.
know, we have, you know, as dealers, we have thousands and thousands of dollars worth of monies and rebates, like I say, rebates, warranties that we're waiting for. And if we don't
You
have
have
the
to
money,
know that's coming.
it obviously it puts you out of business.
Exactly.
You know? So
exactly.
that was a big concern. And in some cases, like let the consumer know out there that there are some dealers that said, we're not going to do any warranty work. You know, we're not doing any more warranty work. I mean, like for instance, we'll take all the warranty work we can get.
Absolutely.
But they were afraid, maybe they were those dealers that got some wind down letters or whatever. But even in those situations, even with the wind down letters are that they're giving the dealers a year and a half to wind their businesses down till October of next year. So those customers that purchase dealers or vehicles from that particular dealer or whatever, they're still going to get their warranty.
Right. There's a support system in place
There
to help
still
that
is.
customer.
Yeah, and so from the consumer's point of view, GM's going to be here, and I was concerned with everything happening this month, what was going to happen with sales and what the bankruptcy courts were going to allow and not allow and this and what have you. And I've been pleasantly shocked in the fact that GM this month for June they're calling it Customer Appreciation Month, and they have some phenomenal programs going on throughout the whole month. They have sent out like 13 million letters with vouchers to GM or current, I should say, owners and what have you. Yes, both. And whereas before they had an owner loyalty program, if you had a 99 or newer GM car, okay, you get an extra rebate. They've said if you have any GM car, you can have a 1956 Corvette. You know,
you're going to get it.
And they have vouchers out there where they're going to give $1,000 to $2,750 additional savings on top of current rebates and incentives that are going on. I mean, there are some cases where with rebates, incentives, discounts, blah, blah, there's over $10,000 on a vehicle right now. So
it's definitely a good time to look.
It's an awesome time, and we have people. I mean, they're taking advantage of it. And on top of that, people who have GM credit cards. Those I was kind of concerned about that. We even had a gentleman that purchased a Yukon at the end of last month because he was concerned he might lose his money on his GM credit card. I think he had $3,000 or $4,000 available on it, and he said, "I'm coming in and make, you know." And so, but those have been protected also. So you can, you know, whatever the program states in your, you know, with your GM credit card. Money,
still in place.
It's still in place based on whatever rules and
that's good for
they have.
customers
So,
to know.
it's great for the customers. It's great for us. So right now, the month of June is just phenomenal, and
Good.
And there's there's inventory available.
Good. That's what I was going to ask. Like through the week, what you noticed at your dealership level, as far as just traffic to the dealership or just conversations with some of your customers.
Oh, we got conversations.
I bet. I bet.
We have conversations daily with about everybody. Yeah, because they're very concerned. Just
As you are.
Rightly so.
Sure.
And so are we. So, yeah, we have those conversations on a regular basis, and really the new car business is strong. I'm really, really pleased with it as well as the new. So we're looking for a really strong June with everything that's going on. Like I said, I was concerned at first, but they did not back off on programs whatsoever.
Well, and that's what I know. Even, you know, we were talking a little bit about customer promotions and their marketing, and GM launched the whole reinvention website that certainly gives a lot of detail and is another source for information for customers. Have you had any feedback on the media, the marketing, the commercials so far that GM just launched this week? Have you heard anything from your customers about that?
Not so much on the commercials, but obviously there's been with a lot of talk and what have you with the whole reinvention in the current Senate hearings and what have you. There's been a lot of discussion with that, no doubt about it.
This week, there's been an automotive Senate hearing on the dealerships and the closing of dealerships. Any thoughts on that?
They've been interesting. If anybody out there hasn't been watching, they had to look at them. But yeah, the president of Chrysler and Fritz Henderson, the CEO of General Motors, been on it, and along with a group of dealers, a group of representatives from the NADA, National Auto Dealers Association, who's really backed this, and they're concerned about obviously the dealers and what have you, and what's happened to them, and the shock in how wrong it is. But one thing that did come out of it immediately, I thought, with these participation and wind down agreements that we had at the beginning of the week, it was either you sign or you don't.
Okay.
And it's by June 12th. It was interesting the next day, and that's why I say things change differently. Are constantly up on a daily basis.
You probably need roller skates.
Oh my gosh, it's unreal. And I think probably came from these Senate hearings that at least giving the dealers an opportunity to appeal these wind down letters or participation or whatever adjustments they made, if they want them to relocate, they want them to update their facilities, whatever the case may be, giving them till at least June 8th. They have June 8th to file. Now, like back a couple of weeks ago, there were 1,100 dealers, 1,100 letters that went out to dealers that they would not be continuing with General Motors. Out of those 1,100, there's over 500 that appealed.
Wow.
There were 11 that the appeals were granted.
Wow.
Out of 500. So now
GM
1,100.
is definitely on a mission then.
So they're on a mission, and they feel strong. And again, they want. It goes back to what we talked earlier. They want dealers that are that can be profitable, that are got the proper image, they have the proper facilities in the proper location, so that the consumer get to. And be stronger.
And that'll all benefit the customer.
And it all comes down, absolutely, exactly.
As far as, and we only have a couple minutes left, but there's some new brands, some new things going on with GM. I think a lot's been focused on the bankruptcy, but on another whole part of GM, they are continuing to work on new products and new things, so that obviously shows their commitment that they are going to be around. A couple of things, what are you hearing there? Oh,
absolutely. I mean, they didn't stop. I mean, it's business as usual. Engineering, research, development from General Motors, that's all still going on strong. We're still doing business. It's business as usual. It's just a matter of get around these marketing channels and things like that. But we've got General Motors got new product coming out with the new Buick LaCrosse, the GMC Terrain, a new Chevy Equinox. I think they've got a new crossover, Cadillac SRX crossover, and a CTS wagon. There's a lot, and then the Volt, the new electric with the Volt coming out, and a new Cruise. There's product coming out. I mean, there's a lot of new things, and there will be continue to be a lot of new things that'll come out. So yes, in the long run, it'll be strong.
That is encouraging.
Yep.
Well, Tom, thank you again for another interesting conversation.
Yes, thank you, Jamie.
Again, we're with Tom Casto of Premier Pontiac GMC. If you have any questions, comments, you can email them to Tom at tcasto@premierpontiac.com, and you can certainly visit them online at www.premierpontiacgmc.com. So we thank you. Have a great day.